to my video on the ways that in the Old Testament we see Christ, or Christ fulfills things in the Old Testament. Today I want to look at the 32nd chapter of Exodus. And this is a real familiar story to some of you because this is where they build the golden calf. But I just want to read it. I'm reading out of the New Living Bible. I just think for these purposes that might be easier for us to bite into. And I just want to read this part and listen to what the people are doing. They're doing this because Moses was delayed up on the mountain. And look at how fickle they are and how quick they are to go to other gods. And think about that for yourself. You know, how quick are we to go to other gods, to other things that we think will bring us peace and hope and joy and all those other things that they never do bring us, but we never really learn. So we're very much like the Israelites in the wilderness waiting for Moses and doing this. So chapter 32, verse 1. So when the people saw how long it was taking Moses to come back down the mountain, they gathered around Aaron. "Come on," they said, "make us some gods who can lead us. We don't know what happened to this fellow Moses," and by the way, that's Aaron's brother Moses, "who brought us here from the land of Egypt. We don't know what happened to him." So Aaron said, "Take the gold rings from your ears of your wives and sons and daughters and bring them to me." So they're willing to give their most precious things to this calf that they're going to build. All the people took the gold rings from their ears and brought them to Aaron. By the way, did you notice that the sons were wearing gold rings too? I guess that's been around a while. So all the people took the gold rings from their ears and brought them to Aaron. Then Aaron took the gold, melted it down, and molded it into a shape of a calf. And when the people saw it, they exclaimed, "Oh, Israel, these are the gods who brought you out of the land of Egypt." Are you kidding me? These stupid golden calves didn't do a thing for them. I mean, they've forgotten everything that's happened, all the sea dividing and all of the stuff that God, the rock and all the stuff Moses done, completely out the window. Now this is their God. Aaron saw how excited the people were, so he built an altar in front of the calf. And then he announced, "Tomorrow will be the festival to the Lord." Well, not much of a Lord. Stupid calf sitting there. I mean, don't they get it? That's just an inanimate object. But do we get it? Do we get that? That cars are just inanimate objects. They won't bring us joy. That money is just paper and it won't bring us joy. That the only thing that'll bring us joy and happiness is having a relationship with the one who created us and all living things. And now I want to talk about that relationship in Colossians chapter 1, verse 15. And this is a powerful verse about Christ and everything that he is. Listen to this. Listen to what Paul says. Christ is the visible image of the invisible God. So instead of a calf now, we have a visible image, and it's Jesus Christ. He's a person, but he's a visible image of the invisible God, the God we can't see. He existed before anything was created. In the beginning was the Word, John will say, and the Word was God. And of course, that Word is Jesus. So in the beginning, and here again it says, he was created, he was supreme over all creation. He was created before anything else existed. For through him, God created everything in heavenly realms and on earth. He made things we can see and the things we can't see. Oh, what are the things we can't see, I wonder? Well, let's listen, and maybe you might want to think about this. There's things you can't see, and here he names them, such as thrones, kingdoms, rulers, and authorities in the unseen world. That's interesting. The unseen world. Everything was created through him and for him. He existed before anything else, and he holds all creation together. Have you thought about that? Jesus Christ holds the whole creation together. Christ is also the head of the church. Yes, he is. He's the head. That's not the Lutheran church. That's not the Baptist church. That's a Christian church. That's Catholics. That's everybody. Christ is the head of this church. He is the beginning, supreme over all who rise from the dead. So he is the first in everything. For God in all his fullness was pleased to live in Christ. God lived in Christ. And through him, God reconciled everything to himself. So through Jesus, Christ reconciles everything to himself. Monday, when I do my video, I'm going to be doing it on a really neat passage where Moses is able to talk to God. We'll talk about that Monday. He made peace with everything in heaven and on earth by means of Christ's blood on the cross. He makes peace with everything in heaven and on earth. He brings us together with the God so that now this God of ours is a friend. Now, this is an important thing to remember maybe during the time of COVID virus. And here we're all nervous about everything and worried. But remember that everything is held within Christ. You know, that he is our God. Make sure you have not a false God like a calf, but a true God, Jesus Christ, who will give you peace because you will know that he's in charge, that he is the ruler over all things seen and unseen, kingdoms that we see and kingdoms we don't see. He's over all things, and he's bringing everything to a conclusion at some point in life. In our life, in the world's life. He's going somewhere with this. He's in charge. You can relax. You can just be a person. You don't have to be a god yourself. And please don't make other things like golden calves gods. Because you know what? That golden calf didn't do a thing for him, either before Moses went up to the mountain or when he came back down. I hope you have a great day. And I just want to let you know that a week, this Sunday will still be a video Sunday, but the Sunday after, the 14th of June, we're going to be having worship here. The state has opened up and allowed us to do that. It'll be for all ages, anybody that would like to come. And it'll also be, but there will be some restrictions. You'll have to wear a mask. We'll have hand sanitizers. There'll be a direction that you have to go through the church. It's going to be odd and weird, but at least we'll be together, and hopefully it's just the beginning of doing that. We'll have services Saturday night at 5 o'clock. We decided to have one Saturday night just because we can't have any more than 50. And then 2 services on Sunday morning, 8:30 and 11. And we're going to have you call in so we can get kind of an idea that we have the right number coming in. But we'll talk more about that later. Just look forward to that on the 14th. This Sunday also we have the Zoom communion, so that'll be at 11 o'clock. God bless and have a great day. We'll see you later.